feel like for anyone that watches football, it didn't take long to see that Patrick Mahomes was going to be special. I mean, now let's be real. His first start and his first shot in the NFL didn't exactly go according to plan. But I mean, it is what it is because it's now ancient history. We talk about the man that finally got a start against the Denver Broncos. Also got a 27-24 win, by the way. Nobody talks about that, but they talk about the rest of the way in which it just didn't. Statistically, it wasn't pretty. I mean, you talk about a guy that went 22 for 35 for 284 yards and a pick. And quite frankly, for what came next, I don't think anybody expected. But I will say, the Patrick Mahomes changed the NFL forever. That's right. He did. He changed the game forever. And before we get into why he changed the game forever, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support we get. We love every single one of you. Now, before really getting into a deep dive of what Patrick Mahomes has done for the NFL, I need to start by saying that clearly there are a much bigger list of NFL quarterbacks that have really been transcendents in the NFL, that have changed the game. We talk about Joe Montana, won 4 Super Bowls, I believe, when he was with Bill Walsh. I think it was the West Coast system that they thrived on. Okay, yes, he was the first one to really change the game. We understand that. Or not the first one, but he was one face. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. He was one faces of many that changed the game. Dan Marino and those Dolphins teams. Terry Bradshaw. I mean, there is so many different quarterbacks. Michael Vick, and also Lamar Jackson with what he's doing in Baltimore. There's so many quarterbacks that when you first think of them, that they just changed the game. There's tons of lists. Actually, leave us a comment down in the section below. Leave us a comment of a quarterback that you really think changed the game. Because Patrick Mahomes changed the entire game forever. Here's why. When you consider the fact that Patrick Mahomes and the way things unfolded in the 2017 NFL draft for Patrick Mahomes, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm about to say something that might shock one of you, or maybe not. Mitch Trubisky was taken before Patrick Mahomes. He was taken before Deshaun Watson. And quite honestly, I don't think that a lot of us expected that. I don't think any of us did, if we're being honest. But it is what it is. I can tell you for sure I wasn't expecting that, but you move on. At the end of the day, that is a mess up on the Chicago Bears, which we're not going to get into now. It's whatever. But here's the thing. We saw 2 superstar quarterbacks come out of that draft, Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. And ever since then, I think, or I feel at least, more so than ever, NFL teams are searching for their quarterback. Now, talent like Patrick Mahomes just doesn't come around on the street corner every day. It doesn't. I mean, or Deshaun Watson, or Brett Favre, or Aaron Rodgers, or any of the greats. We know that. It doesn't show up right away. In fact, it's one of the hardest things to find. So when you get a quarterback that has that arm strength, that talent, you almost try to trade the house away for him. But at the end of the day, when you find a quarterback that you can build your franchise around, that's what NFL teams are focused on. Patrick Mahomes is the new standard. When we're talking about searching for quarterbacks, you look for intelligence, you look for arm strength, you look for being able to, the IQ test, everything you look for, athleticism and a quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is there. He is the metric, I believe, for that we need to look at. If I'm a franchise team, he's the metric we look at. Obviously, there's a lot of quarterbacks throughout the history of the NFL that have, again, changed the game or that are comparable to. But at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes, what he's done. I mean, we talk about a guy that's a Super Bowl champion, an MVP, been to the Pro Bowl 3 times. I mean, and by the way, a Super Bowl champion and MVP and only, MVP and only a second season Super Bowl champ, and his second starting year in the NFL. It's crazy to say. It really is. And the way that he played against New England, I think he deserves a lot of props. And honestly, he was a pre-snap penalty away from playing another Super Bowl, but a discussion for another day. But I will say that there is no discussion as it pertains to Patrick Mahomes and what he's already done in the NFL. Now, I'm not saying he's the greatest of all time, because he's not. Clearly, Tom Brady is. But what I'm saying is, in terms of talent, in terms of what he's already done in the NFL, he is the metric, or the things that teams are going to, or the thing that teams, are going to look at when they look at a franchise quarterback. Can he carry a franchise like Patrick Mahomes? Now, yes, he's got great weapons, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. We know all that. But at the end of the day, he is the man. He's the man. He's Mahomes. He's the Mahomie. I think that's a lot of things. That's the nickname, or the gunslinger. There's so many nicknames I've heard of him. I mean, the Allstate commercials are gold, by the way. But at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes changed the NFL forever, and I think he is very well on his way to being the best NFL quarterback in NFL history, or the best quarterback in NFL history. For those of you at home. But let me know what you guys think as far as Patrick Mahomes changing the NFL forever. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. Helps people find the show. We'll greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. If you'd like to follow us on all social media, down in the description down below, you will find all of our handles to do that. Also, make sure you guys check out our website at thesportsbeatpodcast.com. If you'd like us to cover anything that you would like us to cover, at least just let us know by sending us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. Also, once again, make sure you guys give a sub and a listen on iTunes as well. And let us know what you guys think about Patrick Mahomes changed the fact that Patrick Mahomes changed the NFL forever.